being affiliate to WCJC, digital broadcasting company, on this particular platform, we are taking it to a whole nother. We on Facebook, we powered by Facebook on Facebook, but we got many platforms that we operating off of, so I'm the original creator, of CJC Hood News. Okay. So, you get the chance to take the master classes, I paid for them, I invested in them, but you are welcome to take the classes. I pretty much, what I ask for is a donation. I paid for the classes. So, there are 23 lessons each. You can take all the courses if you want to, and you can make a donation. It don't matter how big or small it is, for you taking the courses. They're 23 lessons, and like I said, plus the bonus part you get, I'm skilled in a lot of the things that they're teaching about, so especially when it comes to like singing and rapping and performances and stuff like that. I've already been doing that, so you'll get the upper hand on some of that stuff. That's a plus, because I've got years and actually working in the industry of music, the music industry. So that's a plus for you as an individual. So I look forward to working with you further in detail. We're coming alongside of other people and organizations, since I'm the actual leader, of CJC Hood News. It's my goal to show support to other organizations as I build this news media company, and that's what I'm doing. I'm building this news media company to go into the trenches, where the issues are, so I'm located where people need me the most, where the drama is the most, where the pestilence is the most, where disease is the most, where opportunity is needed the most. So I'm centered right there. And so we're not just limiting the masterclass opportunity to people locally, it's regionally open for you, and nationally and internationally. I'm personally going to do a master class about everything that I know how to do, so it's going to be a King Calvin Jones class to show you how to even deal with civil rights. I've actually been in the civil rights movement and stuff like that. So with me being a member of the NAN and the NAACP and the NRA and so many other organizations, I became a civil rights activist. So I could do a course on that. I could do a course on how to become a pastor or creator, because I started the God Corporation. So we're going to be having extended master classes, courtesy to this platform here, where you can hear it on here through CJC Hood News or WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. Like I said, they both ran by me pretty much. So you'll be able to be trained too. Also, we will also be able to train you. For those of you all that don't know how to do self-defense, we can do Facebook Lives on that. For those of you all that need to know how to do self-defense tactics and stuff like that regarding issues that you're facing, you got to learn how to discipline yourself, and you find yourself in a position where you facing a threat, and let's say, for example, a gun is put out on you and a home invasion happening. What do you do when these things happen? I teach all of the basic fundamentals of how to do that. How to disarm a person. I was trained, so I know how to. I was trained by a police officer, a bounty hunter, a Marine. Or you don't put your hand on a news reporter, man. You don't put your hands on no news reporter. And so for that fact, I really wanted to do, because I was thinking like, yeah, I'm doing a story, to help the community and being a part of the difference. Now, you can't come at me like that. That's why I said hood news, because there's a part of me, that if you tried to do something like that, I'll have to correct you instantly, And so this is what we want to educate our people about, how to, there's self-defense, there needs to be a master class about self-defense, so people can learn, the fundamentals on how to use it and how not to worry about the fears of this, that, and the other. Block out all of the talking and all of that stuff that people start saying, and let's find out how to get straight to the point of what the threat is. And then once you dismantle all of that, you can get down to everything else, and you can size up everything else in the individual, and that ain't even a secret. That's just the fundamental of how I've done most of the stuff without even becoming, just being a natural citizen. I was able to, pinpoint and be wise on my decisions. I didn't just go out and just like, oh yeah, I got to do this. Other times I may have, taken a quick stance in the situation just to let the person know I had the upper hand in advance, because I'm smarter than most of the people that oppose and talk a lot of words and stuff like that. So I know how to initiate the process. I know how to initiate with wisdom, And so with our CJC Hood News program, we'll teach you the fundamentals on how to initiate and not be easily moved by what you hear and what you see and stuff like that. So we're gonna really look deeper in that, because the communities need to know how to defend themselves from an assailant, or a person, that's buku, that's mentally ill. See, one thing that I had the ability to do is deal with them type of people. I deal with those people. I actually got the opportunity to go to some of these places, you understand, in my time where I was suffering. And these people came up and was saying all kind of stuff, and I gave them options like, okay, you can say all of this that you want to say. I done talked to people that were straight gangsters that, pull shotguns out, and blew people's heads straight off the map. And, took a guy, the guy had a testimony. He was a real gangster. He got the little thing on his eye and everything. And he said how he, ended up in the position that he was in. But the situation came to me, and he didn't know I had the same drive as him. where, just because you represented a certain sector or something, and because you did something, and because you earned your stripe in killing a man, don't mean that I'm afraid of you. You understand? So, I mean, you can, that can happen back to you. And so you got to let a person know that I have the ability to do the same thing that you did to them. And once he realized that, this is a true statement, once he realized that, he thought twice about that. He was running off the mouth telling everybody what he was going to do, this, that, and the other, but he took thoughts about what he was saying, because he really wasn't what he was, And so once I seen through the talking part, as long as a assailant don't move, you ain't got to really worry about it. I'm pretty much teaching you right now on CJC Hood News how to really stand your ground when situations, come up. A person can be running off the mouth, but until they move, if they move, you gotta move before they move in a way, to actually win, and I could teach that pretty much to any particular people, Like I said, my father was in the military for 20 plus years. Some of my mother's husband was and a bounty hunter and the Marines and a police officer. So I knew the fundamentals. I was taught how, I had a gun pointed at me a couple of times, but I know how to, make them think twice about putting it in my face. So they more scared of me than I am of them. You know what I'm saying? When they do all that. So I know how to position myself. I've been trained through people's mistakes and them trying me, and really I want to let you know, because it happens in the neighborhoods too. CJC Hood News is here to inform you how to do certain things. The master class is one thing, and like I said, the self-defense thing is another thing that's very important. It happened in churches, where an assailant can come right in the church and shoot everybody. You got to be skilled and know who to watch out for. You understand? And really, to tell you the truth, other organizations, they don't just let you walk in there like that. They pat your tail down from head to toe. You ain't gonna just walk in, no assembly, so things are done out of order. If churches are having bombs and getting blew up and threatened, what is I'm talking about this on CJC Hood News because a lot of those organizations are located in the hood. And so when it happened, I seen it on the other networks and stuff, the other media networks, on how they get the complaining and they get all scared. Oh, he might have had a gun. Okay, well, God will give you a rod and a staff. That's what the Bible say. Thy rod and thy staff will comfort me. So today, your rod and staff have to change. You have to get trained, in getting a CCW or something like that, because they not fighting with swords and stuff like that. Back in the day, they used to have rods, so the rod was okay. But today, you gotta get a weapon. You gotta get something that can move just as fast as what they got. I told a brother told me, he say, hey, that ain't gonna work in a gunfight. I say, well, hey, you gotta look who hands is in. You know what I'm saying? If it's in a smart person's hands, you got to know how to utilize it. See, you got to know how to use wisdom, and you got to be quick about what you're doing, but you got to think smart at the same time. So most people don't know how to do